This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines. Yesterday was a national call to action in honor of civil rights activist John Lewis. There were over 1,200 protests nationwide, and WMNF's Leah Burdick shares how one Florida location participated in Good Trouble Lives On.
When I say good, you say trouble. Good. When I say good.
Over 400 people registered to participate in the St. Petersburg protest. Every corner of Williams Park was filled with protesters. There were signs about no kings, due process, immigration, quotes, and pictures of Lewis himself. Melina Jennings helped plan the event with Pinellas Now.
He was a prominent activist for civil rights, and he stood up for a lot of things that were wrong with the country and incited change, and so that's what we're here to do now in his name.
She said she wanted it to be a day of honor and a chance for community members to speak up about concerns. The event remained peaceful as cars honked to show their support. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick in St. Petersburg.
You say trouble. Good.
New research shows how many public schools across the country are facing extreme heat. WMNF's Chris Young reports that Tampa is one of 3 Florida cities which has one of the highest percentages of students in urban heat zones nationwide.
The analysis from Climate Central included over 12,000 K-12 public schools with nearly 6.2 million enrolled students. Researchers found that about 76% of these students attended school in extreme urban heat islands, neighborhoods where the built environment adds at least 8 degrees more heat. And in Tampa, the number is even higher, with 92% of students falling into this category. Also in the top 10 cities with the highest percentage are West Palm Beach, with 95% of students, and Orlando with 97%. Jen Brady is a senior data analyst at Climate Central. She says Florida's sprawling cities play a big role.
It's caused by roads, buildings, pavement, blacktop. You don't need a big downtown to get that. You can get that just by excessive development.
Children are especially vulnerable to heat. They have less capacity to regulate temperature and lower levels of sweat production.
You're already seeing a lot of schools thinking, is there some place that we can put some grass? Is there some place that we can put a cooling area? Is there some way we can shade the school, plant trees around the windows so the schools can be shaded?
Brady encourages parents to make their kids aware of heat exhaustion and advocate for natural shade by planting trees in their community. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Performing maintenance work outside the International Space Station can be dangerous and complex while astronauts are wearing bulky spacesuits. WMNF's Sarah Goebel reports a team of students and mechanical engineers from Florida Polytechnic University in Lakeland have come up with a creative solution.
College teams from across the country participated in a NASA challenge to come up with a solution to an important space problem. Their goal was to create a spacewalk tool to secure 2 overlapping pieces of fabric-like material when only one side is accessible. Caitlin Godell is a senior studying mechanical engineering at Florida Poly.
On the outside of the International Space Station, they have somewhat sensitive equipment, and they might have to do a spacewalk to go repair it. But over top of the equipment on the outside, they have insulation fabric to kind of protect it from heat from the sun, any type of magnetic waves, anything like that. So they would have to cut through that fabric, and then when they're done repairing whatever needed to be repaired, they would have to put more fabric over top the hole just to kind of recover that equipment up.
But they wanted to think of an easy way to fix this problem. The tools have to be easy to use and reliable. NASA was surprised by the simplicity of their design. For WMNF News, I'm Sarah Goebel.
Sunshine and some clouds today with highs in the mid-90s. Partly cloudy skies tonight with overnight lows in the mid-70s. Sunny and warmer weather tomorrow with highs in the mid-90s. I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.